Welcome to the Manifest Your Career podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a Latina career and life coach. With this podcast, I help successful women learn how to combine their intuition and logic so that they can manifest their dream career. By listening to my podcast, you'll learn how to go from feeling stuck and lost on what to do next to having the clarity, motivation, and strategies to manifest the career of your dreams. Each episode, I'll teach you the skills, strategies, and mindset you need, girl, to get in alignment with your career goals. Now let's go ahead and get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 15, and today I will be giving you a simple interview strategy to use during your next interview. But before I dive into that, I want to share some of my worst interview experiences that I had. So, as a first generation professional, meaning that my parents did not work any type of professional level job, they work labor type jobs, and really, those types of jobs you just go and you interview and or even if you have an interview, you might just get the job just because you show up. And so, I didn't have them to lean on. I didn't have anybody within my circle, like my family. I did have friends, but I don't think I felt comfortable asking anybody for help. That is one thing that I've always just tried to figure everything out on my own. And it's challenging. We grow up thinking that we just trust our family and that's who we ask questions to. But when you can't ask them questions on something that, AKA, you're supposed to know, then you fall into this space of feeling alone and not having the right answers to questions that you have, or you don't even know that you have. So as I was out of college, looking for my first job, having no real direction on where I wanted to go. I had an idea that I wanted to work somewhere, but I really didn't. I really didn't have a clear idea or picture of where I wanted my career to go. And I do have a clarity guide for you guys. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out because it'll ask you questions to kind of help you stop feeling lost like I did. Because I know that I think back and I'm like, yeah, I was clueless. And then there's still times that I feel that way. Just know that it's a feeling that comes and will come often when you feel like you're no longer going towards a goal or a direction that is in alignment with you. You may have heard that before, in alignment. And then in alignment just means that it's just not working for you. It's not giving you that spark. And there's nothing wrong with your alignment, your purpose, what you're doing changes, right? It's not that you wasted any time. It's that you've already learned everything you need to learn from that particular role or that particular experience or season in your life. Okay, so now back to my terrible interview experiences. So one that really sticks out, and I'm so embarrassed that it even happened, but I'm going to share it. So I was applying to universities. I was applying to jobs that just kind of sparked my interest. So I came across this job opening and it was for one of the local universities in San Antonio, and it was working in their small business department. Thought that was an excellent way to learn about business and really just get to know the odds and ends. And my dad has always done his side business, so I thought maybe I could learn something and teach him something too. So I was very excited and really nervous for the interview. I really wanted that job. I really did. And I thought everything was going really great until they asked me, what does integrity mean to you? I don't even remember what I answered, but for the life of me, could not remember what the word integrity meant. And instead of saying I don't remember what integrity meant, or can you give me an example of what integrity means, or can you use a different word? I really wish I had done that because I probably would have got the job then. I have no idea what I said. I just know that I did not show integrity for that question, and that's probably why I didn't get hired. And even thinking about it, I'm still so embarrassed by it, because if anybody that knows me, integrity is so important to me. I value honesty. I do not like lying whatsoever. So the fact that I did that really went against my beliefs. It's just embarrassing. I want to say that it's funny looking back, but it's just so embarrassing that I represented myself that way. But hey, you know what? It was a learning experience. It taught me that when I don't know the answer to a question, it is in my integrity to just say, I don't have the answer to that. Or can you rephrase that for me? I'm not really sure what the answer to that is. That would have been the more appropriate thing to say versus just making up an answer. And really, that's what you want to do. You're going into a professional setting. These people are professional just like you. And there are things that they don't know as well. No one expects you to know everything. Now, on to another interview experience that really wasn't on my end terrible. It was more on the interviewer side. So I went to apply for a family specialist job, and it was working in the community. And the interviewer asked me why I had applied for the job. And I said, because, I grew up in this community, I understand the community. And, he made it clear that why would these parents listen to me? I didn't have any kids, I was young, and just really demeaning to who I was. And at 23, I really didn't even know how to respond to this man. And in case you're wondering, yes, he was an older white man. And the interview just got worse and worse. And I wish I could go back and just stand up and be like, you know what? I don't want to work for someone who doesn't see value in me and my cultural background and my experiences. You just assume that because I look young to you, that that's what these people are going to see. But these people want to see someone that connects with them and cares about them. It's not about age, it's not about color. But if it's between someone that grew up in the community and cares about them and someone who just is a parent, then I'm going to go with the person that cares about the community. And he really went further on to even ask, like, well, how did you make it out? And, asked about my upbringing. And I really didn't know how to answer those questions besides candidly. But then, I just left the interview feeling interrogated and really just kind of like a subject of research. And really, like, that my life is not just for you to scrutinize and be like, well, what made you different and how did you get out? And at the time, I really didn't have any idea why. Now, looking back at it, it's really that I just believed that I could. I had hoped that there was something better than where I was. And what I had to do was set goals for myself and believe that I could reach them. It's really that simple. It doesn't seem like it at the time, but it really is. Set goals for yourself and believe that you can reach them and continue to do what you need to do to reach them. And when you're not able to, or you feel like you failed, ask for help. Ask for help, even if you aren't at a place where you're failing. Ask for help. I wish that I had asked for more help. I saw the help available, but I really just felt like I wanted someone to just come and help me. Like I wanted someone to say like, "Hey, you're amazing. Let me help you." And while there might be people that think I'm amazing, they may also be thinking, "Well, she doesn't need my help," or "Why would someone like her need my help?" Trust me, if you think I'm amazing and you can help me some way, I am welcoming the help. And that is what I'm telling you that you need to do. Just put it out there, put your ideas out there of what it is that you're looking to do. And then, you'll see people come and be like, oh, I can help you with that. Or I know someone that can help, right? That's kind of how you naturally network too, without it feeling superficial and this like pro quid. So, anyway, now to a more recent interview that happened that I feel I did really poorly in. And that was I was interviewing for a leadership program. It's like one of those leadership pipeline programs that are to help you build your leadership